G'day mate and welcome back to the glorious gleba with me, Jenny. Before we can leave this majestic planet, I need to have a few more things done. Of course, now we have both the iron and the copper ores up and running. I'm going to need an iron smelter and of course a copper smelter. With iron and copper, that now means I can make green circuits. With green circuits, I can now make red circuits. And then of course, I'm going to need LDS so we can launch the rockets. So I can actually do some exports from gleba. At the same time, we're going to need some blue circuits, so we should probably put those down as well. Blue circuits, of course, are going to need acid and they're going to need batteries. We need to get batteries, obviously, in case any of our lasers get stomped on by our stompy friends. And with all that done, I think today we can move on to actually getting some coal made. I need to get coal made so I can make explosives, so I can make rockets, because a rocket to the face always fixes your most annoying friends or your most special friends. Either way, they want to deliver some rockets to the face. So what I need to do is I need to ask you, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like. In the video, you did enjoy the video, you didn't think it was worth your like, by all means, you could have a rocket to the face instead. With our little production center up and running, it means that, well, the other half of the factory, the little bot factory, can go and build all the things that we need, like beacons and also eventually modules after we get a little bit more research done. Obviously, the very first thing I need to research is the rocket turret, so we can deliver explosives to our friends at high speeds. How else would you like to deliver explosives to your friends? Also, I should probably get the efficiency modules done. We're also going to grab the stack inserter. We'll have a conversation about the stack inserter after the research is done, when we actually get the damn thing built. And I guess at the end we're going to throw in the fish, also the tree planting, yes, because I really want to plant trees on Narvis, and then at the same time throw in the fish breeding. Yep. So with that out of the way, let's go and, well, work on our explosives, because of course we need to make those and deliver them at high speeds to our friends, preferably in their face. All right, so to make explosives, we've had that recipe for a very, very long time, and that is coal, sulfur, and water. I have water, I have sulfur. The problem is I don't have coal. We just unlocked, literally with that ding going off for the research, the ability to make coal synthesis. Coal synthesis is sulfur plus carbon plus water. The good news is we have unlimited amounts of carbon directly from space due to our space platform. So with those two under control, the good news is this ratio is very, very simple. You gonna make me 0.5 coal, you need 0.25 coal. So we should be able to go 1, 2, 3 like that. And then of course, I'm going to add productivity modules to it, which is actually going to give me slightly more coal than I need, which means we're gonna have excess coal come out. So our plan is gonna be very, very simple. We're gonna throw you there. You all need sulfur. Can I do the pipes first? Probably, yeah, you, and I'm gonna instantly double this because the pipe placement is gonna have to be like that. Cool. All right, so that's step number one. Oh, no, it's not step number one. Step number one is the other pipes. That's research flying along. We make all the mold. All right, so that's our pipes all hooked up. All right, you all need sulfur, so that makes life easy. All right, explosives. I want explosives to come out on the close belt, which means you guys need to be explosives out. For you to be explosives out, we need to get coal in. So coal is gonna have to come from here and here, which means that's gonna have to be an out, and that's the two ins, and that's an out. Cool, done. All right, then I still need to get carbon in. If we're gonna do carbon in, we're gonna go 3 inserters and 3 inserters, because you need to have 5 carbon in, and that should be our little build. Yep. So we're going to go like that. Yep, and actually the only thing I'm gonna add to it is twice as many of them. Can I cut this? Yeah, can I cut this? Can I put you here? And then hopefully there. Perfect. All right, only other thing I'm gonna add to just, you know, really seal the explosive dreams is beacons and of course speed modules, because none of this goes moldy, which does make my life a whole lot easier. All right, so we need to get sulfur in. Sulfur is over here. We're gonna run up to the substations. Yep, and then just drag that straight across. And into there, done. Okay, so that'll be our sulfur in. Next up is carbon. Carbon is on the bus. Actually, can we work out these spaghetti belts to start with? So you're gonna be carbon in. You're gonna be carbon in. What do you line up with? You line up with this. Yeah, that's probably doable. All right, you're gonna be carbon in, carbon in. You're gonna be coal out. You're going to be coal out. You're going to be explosives out. You're going to be, that's all, explosives out. And sulfur doesn't need to come past here. Okay, so explosives, we're going to drag like that. Okay, then coal, that's an issue. No, actually, if I move that up a tile, that's no longer an issue. Cool. Coal, we're going to go here, and we're going to go the that tile. All right, that'll merge our two coal belts together. Not that we're planning on doing anything with the coal, but it's nice to have it laying around in case they need it in the future. And then finally, have carbon in. Yeah, I really want to start this up. Just to give me a bit more room around this substation. Can I go up? Have to go up because of inserter mess. I have to go up to here. We can do that. Paste, roll, can I do that? I thought I could. Yeah, I can. There, and there. Alright, so, that substation goes away. No, it's all off by tile. One tile to the left. Okay, off by one. Always off by one. No, you're going that direction, you're going that direction, you're going... That's sulfur in, carbon in rather, so that's actually going in that direction, and then throw the substation back. Okay, all right, so this gives me room to do, okay, first off, that's my explosives out, that's my coal out, and can I get a underground here, move you out of the way as well, and then I can do carbon there, and run that into there. Okay, all right, so this is going to be carbon, which is probably in a horrible position. Not so bad. All right, can we throw a splitter on here? This doesn't go moldy, so I don't need to return it back to the bus, which does make my life a whole lot easier. We're going to get to the next planet, and we're going to be surprised that everything doesn't go moldy all the time. It's going to be a shock to the system. All right, so that should be carbon in, and therefore everything should just magically work. And the only thing we need to know is exactly how many explosives. Oh no, water and explosives. Okay, explosives. I'm going to be making 13 explosives, and water. Probably should have looked at this beforehand. No, there's water right there. Okay, can we do underground there to there? So I can grab a bit of a pipe, drag that around the outside. And then I should be able to take that out and get to here easy enough. Cool. You go there and you go there. All right, so that's water in, that's carbon in, that's... are you guys running fast enough? Yes, the inserters are going to keep up. Excellent, good to see. You guys are making coal and therefore explosives. And what was it? 13 explosives per second. Okay. How far does 13 explosives get me? So... you need one explosive for one rocket, and that takes 4 seconds. So you need 0.31 explosives per second. That's not a lot, especially when I have, what was it, 18? That's now 1. 13 and 7.5. Okay. 6.5, 13, 13.13, 13.31. Close enough. All right, so we're going to put you here. We're going to... no, we're going to put you there. All right, I hope. So, explosives out. And you're going to need long hand inserter, and long hand inserter with a long hand inserter. And then we're going to need short ones there, there, and there. Of course there's mold in the way, and marsh. I have no idea how you got a filter, but okay. And here? Yeah. That way I can bring explosives to the other side. Done. All right, so all I need is more inserters, which the bots will deliver, and to have iron. So we need to go find the iron, and actually we're going to want output as well. That's probably going to be important. Can we do that, and then copy those two and paste them there and there, and we can take our explosives and deliver that to freedom and democracy. Yes. High speed. All right, so iron. We're gonna go here and yep, I'm out of belt. There, and tag those two together and put a splitter in there, and then we just need to find the iron, which I believe we've made a small amount over here, just a tiny amount. Can I throw that in there? We can do a bit of a back on yourself and take that into there. Can I delete that section? Yeah. And okay, can I copy that? Can I put that there? Remove that. Put that one there, and then delete that. Cool. And can I move you away from our heat pipes? All right, done. All right, so that should give us our explosives. Explosives can just go sit over here on a belt for right now, because we're gonna have to deliver them to the front line walls. And also, I need to, go make the rocket turrets. So, can we go have a look at automating rocket turrets, which we've just completed, along with the efficiency module 3s, and of course, what was the other thing? The stack inserter. Yeah, so we need to get all 3 of those done, and then hopefully we can start putting that to good use, and the bots can deal with that crap, because I don't want to. All right, so over here, we need to grab our little parameterized blueprint, and we're going to say I need to have a rocket turret, which requires steel, iron gears, processing units, carbon fiber, and rocket launchers, which are all things that we can make anywhere. But I'm just going to make them here because it's just easier to do that on gleba. One thing I don't have is I don't have rocket launchers, so we're going to need that as well. We're also going to need to have the stack inserter, which we'll come back to in just a minute. All right, so you need 0.5 rocket launches per second. You make 0.12. We can hopefully mitigate that by doing that. And you make 0.37. Okay, you make 0.31. You make 0.25. You need 0.5. Okay, and actually I need to slow you down by throwing those in there so we get some quality ones. So now you only need 0.4. All right, I don't need to have rocket launches in the network. So we're going to get rid of you. We're going to copy you. We're going to flip you. We're going to put you there. We're going to shove you out of the way. And we're going to put this in our little build. All right, so that's going to be that process. The only thing I want to do is change these requests to be a full stack because, well, look, the bots are busy. And if they get a full stack of all these things delivered, then the redelivery time doesn't change. It just gives me a bigger buffer in the box. So hopefully means the machine can craft at full speed. You are 100 and you were going to request in 4 because it's going to be done in the network in theory. So you're going to make our rocket turrets, which we'll have to play with probably in the next episode after we have a few of them built up and stockpiled, because we sort of need to do the whole outside of the base because we're getting close. We're getting close to leaving gleba. There's only a couple of things they still need to do. We obviously need to set up the last couple of things we have here, last couple of researches that we haven't done, being, well, really the stack inserter, the rocket turret, and also the efficiency modules that we just researched. Oh, and biter captivity. I need to make, well, I don't need to, but we're going to make the capture bot capture bot rocket here as well. So we'll probably get that done. Can I just cancel that and then re-edit? It's just quicker. Bop and bop. All right. So I want to get that done whilst we're here. And then the only other thing I need to do is I need to fix the power issues that we sort of are going to have if we leave too early. All right. You, magic stack inserter. Magic stack inserter we could possibly make on other planets, but it requires jelly. So because it requires jelly, and jelly has exactly 4 minutes before it spoils, means technically, you could load jelly in a rocket when it's brand new and very fresh, and then fly it to another planet and offload it, and then possibly have enough time to craft 1 or 2 of these before it goes moldy. Probably. But realistically, we're just going to be making these on this planet. So I want to make sure we set these requests nice and high. We want 100 of those. The jelly we're going to leave for just a minute. I want to request in 100 of that. And I'm going to request in a full stack of bulk inserters, which are no longer stack inserters. And therefore, the jelly... Well, cool. There's some in my inventory. And carbon fiber. Carbon fiber... There's a lot in the network. The bots are just really busy. Really busy. We might change you to a 2, and we might change you to a 2 as well. How much carbon fiber do you need? You need 2, and you need 20. But then again, you have a 10-second crafting time, and you have like half a second, I bet. Yeah, half a second. All right, so that'll give us the bulk inserters. Oh, I have 6 of them already. Cool. Oh, sorry, stack inserters. These are the stack inserters. All right, stack inserters, we need to talk about how they work, and some of that has to do with the current research we're doing. What these guys do is they take items and they put a large amount of items on the belt in one hit. Blue circuits, red circuits, red circuits. Let's do red circuits. Okay, so we have the traditional green inserter. Traditional green inserter can hold 12 items at once, okay? And it takes 12 items, then puts them on the belt one at a time. What these do is, think of it much more like I'm putting a box of items on the belt. Yeah, we can see that straight away. So, we have the very first research. So, very first research you do lets these guys take 2 items and put them on top of one another on the belts, which instantly doubles the capacity of every single belt if you're using these guys. There's a couple of provisos we need to add, a couple of explaining we need to do. So we're going to stop, we're going to talk through them. So with these, we can put 2 items on top of one another with the very first research. After we get through the next research, it means I actually get a +1 capability, which means I can put 3 items on top of one another. And then the last research lets me put 4 items on top of one another. Also means that every other inserter gets an extra item it can carry at once, being, you know, the other inserters, the burner, the normal inserter, and long-handed inserter. So long-handed, you'll do. Blue one. You can currently hold 3 items. Once we do this research, non-bulk inserter capacity. Oh. So that says +1, which takes me from 2 to 3. Can I do bonuses? Inserter capacity, bulk inserter capacity. So, yes. So currently these can hold 2 items in their hand, even though this has 3. I guess this GUI doesn't change if we haven't unlocked more slots. So it means they can carry 3 items in their hand at once rather than just 1. Do I have any batteries? I can have some batteries. Can I take batteries and put them in your hand? Don't you now carrying 4? You? No, there's nobody with something physically in their hand right this second. Oh, you have 6 in your hand. Yeah. Okay. Non-bulk inserter capacity. I wonder if it's lost in translation, because these were originally released as bulk inserters, and it didn't. They're originally called bulk inserters, and then they got renamed to stack inserters, and our current green ones got renamed from what were stack inserters to now bulk inserters, which just confuses everything. But the bottom line of these guys is that they can now output an awful lot more materials. They also have one giant catch, and that is their hand needs to fill up before they even swing. So these guys eventually have a timeout function, the green ones, as do blue ones, yellow ones, red ones, all those sorts of things, that if they don't receive anything for long enough, eventually they'll swing. The white ones, the new stack inserters, do not. So if you, what do I What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? A rocket. Can I give you a rocket? You have 4 rockets. You're going to hold on to those 4 rockets forever until you have enough rockets in your hand that you can then swing them, which is 15, 16. I was already 1 on the ground. It's 16. Yeah. 15 plus 1, 16. Yeah. So that is one of the big catches. So it means that you really shouldn't use these for any item that outputs more than, well, any recipe that outputs more than 1 item. So if we go look at you guys have a high chance of putting out the mash, but also there's a chance to put out the seed, and also there's technically a chance to put out spoilage. So it's something you really need to take into consideration, where you're going to use these, where you're not going to use these. Also on the planet Gleba, where you might not be able to output, and literally what you're holding in your hand might spoil, which would break these inserters, because then they're holding spoilage in their hand, and then they need to wait to have more spoilage in their hand before they actually swing, is very, very, very dangerous. So use them wisely, use them carefully. They are very, very powerful. And also it's one reason I've designed a number of our builds inside Gleba to make sure that we output on the close belt, so we can do things like, where the hell are they? They're there. I've only got 2 left. Put explosives on stack belts. I can do that one, can do that one, can do that one, and I can do that one. I can't do that with coal, not unless I somehow got the belt hard up against this guy, so I could then output directly. It is possible. We could do some belt spaghetti. We're not going to do any belt spaghetti, but that is how those guys work. All right, and we just got the final upgrade, which means, where are you? Oh, so you now have the option to go 4. Okay, so it did give you another one of those, and you still say 12, and you guys still say 16. Yep. So yeah, very powerful inserters, also potentially very dangerous if used unwisely. Green circuits can definitely benefit from them. Can I copy that and paste that there, and paste that there, and paste that there, and done skis. All right, so when they're built, yep, they will get placed. And actually what we might do is, well, we might do 2 things. 1, we're going to make some efficiency modules, and 2, we're probably going to move that build that I just placed, and rather than trying to fly the jelly to you, I think I'm going to be better off if I fly you to the jelly. Can I do here and here? And, well, actually, right there. Cool. So you're going to have an output. And we're not going to cap these guys. No. They're going to run forever. Just fill the box, please. And we're not going to bother to bring in jelly in here. We're going to do this. And just take it straight off the jelly bus. Okay. They will need to output spoilage. So we're going to also preemptively throw that on there. Whoop. That on there, and last one, that on there. Yep, because the jelly is bound to spoil inside the machines sooner or later, and you guys will hopefully be able to craft me many of those, because I really like to use those in a number of places. All right, next thing we need to do is we need to do efficiency module 3s. Now, the good news is I have a wonderful blueprint that we've used previously for quality module 3, and this should be as easy as, I only got 4 left. Bugger. Can I cancel your recipe and cancel your recipe? I just don't want you to craft anything. Alright, can I go to you guys, and I'm going to delete you. I don't have enough quality modules. Have stuff and have stuff. Cool. Alright, they're crafting, they're going to get placed, and that gives me 1 extra module to do that. Cool. Alright, you guys. I'm going to make efficiency modules. So we're going to have you, which needs red and green circuits. The good news is we're already requesting red and green circuits in here, because that's the exact same ingredients for quality module 1s. Yep. Efficiency module 2s is red and blue, which, and also the number 1 module, which we already have, so I don't need to change these requests either. And then the last item is our efficiency module 3, which is going to require some different items. First off, we require spoilage. And that means you need to be swapped out for spoilage. Yay, something use spoilage. Also, I don't want you requesting quality module 2s. I want you requesting efficiency module 2s. And the last thing I need to do is I need to change this wire condition to that one. And you're going to enable if there's less than 10 in the box. Yep. And I really think I want to make this a parameterized blueprint. And I need to do that as well. Yeah, I really think I want to make this a parameterized blueprint because it's like all the modules 1, 2, and 3 are pretty... They're all the same apart from the special ingredient needed for the module 3 version. Modules 1 and 2 are the same. So yeah, it's something I want to make a parameter for, and then therefore make it a universal blueprint I can use anywhere. Also mention that yes, patrons also get access to all my blueprints, along with save files if you want to see what's happening on all the other planets. But for right now, I need to clarify that you're going to make 0.3 per second. You need 0.26 of the module 1s per second. We're making 0.3. You're going to output 0.1, and you need exactly 0.1. So with that done, we're going to quadruple. I don't have the modules. High grade efficiency modules are mostly helpful on spaceships. Everywhere else you can sort of live without them. But spaceships really benefit from high grade efficiency modules because power is somewhat of a limitation in space. But we're going to put in the lower grade modules and then we'll mark you guys for upgrade. And then I'll just make sure that when we get some, we actually bring them across here and drop them off. All right. So with those in and done, I now have an efficiency module 3. Cool. Can I change that out for that, please? And I can get my first nice and shiny efficiency module 3, which cuts down the power usage of a building by 50% compared to the previous one of 40%. And can I put that on the hotbar? Have one. Okay, have one. One's all I need. One's all I need to prove that it can be done. All right, where can I use this? I can use this in here because these modules are very expensive. On power, at least. So that's going to take you down to 130% power from, I have no idea. Oh, you'd be the same speed as this? No, you have a speed beacon. Can I remove that? So you were at 240, you're now down to 130, which is a big saving. And, well, I want to make sure I do that one. Plus, I want to do this one. Plus, I want to do this one and this one. And we can do this one as well. And technically, we can do you as well. Yeah. Just start saving power when and where I can. All right. Also, half of gleba we're going to upgrade with the efficiency modules. But with that done, I guess we can research the Spidertron, which requires a raw fish, which means we're not doing that on this planet. Also requires a rocket turret, which means I need to ship rocket turrets back to Narvis so we can have rocket turrets, so we can make some Spidertrons, so we can have a mobile spider army. Also, we should probably unlock epic quality and... Oh, I need to do the rocket thingamajiggy bob. I think that's the end of gleba. Everything else is like infinite research. Like we do need to go and deal with biter eggs, but that's again, we gotta wait till we get back to Narvis for that one. So I guess biter eggs are gonna be our last one, which is again, we throw down one of these, and we're gonna make these. The capture bot rockets. Now, this requires bioflux being the stable fuel, the gateway drug in gleba, which means technically, as bioflux has like a 2-hour spoil time, I could just, I could make these on Narvis where I have all these other resources in abundance. But in saying that, I could make them here and I could ship them out, and that's probably what we're going to do, providing I can make enough frames. And we're going to request in a full stack, maybe full stack a bit much. Can I flip you two? And then can I put a anti-mold treatment right there? All right, and you can have, you can't have, okay, you're gonna have to have 2 of those, I guess, to cut back on your power. Yeah, because I don't really want quality capture bot rockets. It's great for future ingredients, but that's a long way away. Actually, you know what? We will put quality modules in it. Yep, but I'm also not going to cap this. We're not going to cap this, and you were also not going to cap. Yep, make all of them. We have a few. All right, so with the time that I still have remaining, there's a couple of things I want to get done. Actually, the first one is probably an upgrade planet. No, I don't have any efficiency 3s yet. Okay, what I need to do is we have a river. We have a river here on Gleba. It's not a bus, it's a river because we keep it moving. And our mash, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping it moving. Our jelly, less so. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that this keeps moving. As long as Gleba keeps moving, everything tends to go much better for you because that way you always have fresh ingredients. Now, there's a catch. There's a catch to that in a big way. Some things are easy to keep moving, like jelly and also mash. Other things are harder to keep moving, like bioflux. Bioflux, it says it has a fuel value. Yep, energy value of 6 megajoules. But if we look at a burning tower, I just ripped down a whole stack of them. I can't look at a burning tower. Burning tower. I thought I had them on the hot bar. Burning tower. Cool. You do not have bioflux in there, in that list anyway. Can I open the Factorio? Can we look at wood? Burnt in. Bop, 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 bop. And therefore, if I look at heating tower, we can see what a heating tower burns. And then if we go look at bioflux that has a fuel value, it can't be burnt. It can be used as something, some sort of energy value. Yep. So, see, stuff's molding already. So what I want to do is I want to handle the easy ones, then we'll worry about the hard ones later. So first thing I'm going to be doing is I want to take lane balancer and I want to put you directly beside that roboport. There. Cool. Can I upgrade planner you and you and you? Cool. And that's going to be for our jelly, and then I want a 4x4 for our mash. There to there. Can I put the mash one right here? And then clear all the priorities off it. Okay, so mash, we're going to bring into here. And we're going to go 4 lanes. Thank you very much. Paste, and drag that there. Cool. Jelly, I'll have to set up jelly in a minute. We're going to go, is that the right tile? That's not the right tile. There. And there. Okay, jelly. Jelly, I also want to put through an 8-to-8 lane balancer. That way it's all balanced. It's all neatly mashed up. And it means that, well, in theory, if a lane backs up, it'll just move to a different lane. Okay, as we can see, I have things going moldy already, which means I need to, well, splice this stuff off. And then I want to burn it. But I want to burn it en masse, and I don't want to just waste the heat, which is what we've been doing previously, just to make sure things get moving. I want to actually use that heat. So we're going to... Placement's going to be pain. I'm going to start at the back. Okay. I want to put that into heat pipes, same as we have over here. So we have this guy who is currently burning excess spoilage and putting that into a heat pipe. Now, oh. Can I have that back? All right. You work basically the same as a nuclear reactor, but you're like a chemical-based nuclear reactor. We can just burn fuel. So this is essentially what I want, but I need to actually do something with that heat. The way we do that is with, our heat exchangers and our turbines. But heat and heating pipes work differently to other fluids in the game. Pipes got an overhaul, fluid pipes that is, in 2.0. And the heating pipes don't work similar to either the fluid pipes in 2.0, nor do they work the same as the fluid pipes in 1.0. Heating pipes work very, very different in that they have a limited distance that you can sort of send heat along. For a single heat pipe, where you're drawing off heat off one side, this reactor is pretty much maxed out. By moving along 12 heat exchangers. I'm actually moving along 38 tiles, but that's pretty much as far as I can go. Now I'm going to have considerably more heat in our particular build we're about to do, so I'm going to add a few on the end, but that means I can't get the heat past this point. If I add 2 heat pipes, that gives me twice the throughput, sort of. Heat moves really weirdly in a heat pipe. It's not really linear. It spreads weirdly, and it doesn't spread that far. Also, I should mention every single heat pipe is worth about 5,000 steam. So your steam tanks that people put in nuclear reactors are 3x3, and that holds 25,000. That holds 15,000, 30,000, 40,000, 45,000 heat value worth of steam. well, heat value, yeah. Whereas if it was steam in a tank, it'd only hold 25,000. So I'm going to have 2 lines in parallel. But I also am going to do that. Couple of reasons we're going to do that. The number one reason being that if I go to here and I drag to here, that is now 27 tiles. Plus if I add 1 tile at the end and 1 tile at the end to cover half the width of the substation, that's now 29 tiles. 29 tiles, 30 tiles, 30 tiles, 30 tiles. That's what I thought. All right, 30 tiles when I actually mark everything properly. So 30 tiles. And conveniently, one of these guys is 3 tiles wide. So with 30 tiles worth of width, I want to substation. I need a substation here. And then my next one will be there. And my next one will be here, it seems. Okay. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is I have an awful lot of heat I need to get into this system. So we're going to have several pipes in parallel again to make sure I can get the heat in. And how far to the right can I move? Like potentially hard up against that. All right, can I cut all of this and can we move you to there? All right, that's going to be our plan. That's going to be our plan. That's going to be our plan. Can I move that to there and that's there? Okay, so nope, not that side. So you should now be 28 tiles plus 1 for the substation plus 1 for the substation that needs to go on this side. Speaking of substations, can I put that vertically flip and put that there? Cool. Substations are plugged in. That covers all my power usage. So now I just need my heating plants. Heating plants, we're going to start at the top and we're going to drag down 10 of them. And if I've done that correctly, that should all plug into their corresponding heat pipes. All right. I do not need heat to go horizontally at this point. So we're going to cut off you guys. I also don't need to go horizontally at this point. So we're going to cut off you guys. Here, I need to start going a little bit more horizontal. So I'm going to cut off you guys. And I'm probably going to leave you, actually. Yeah. We might do that. I might do that. That's sort of a... now I'm second-guessing myself. Sure. Sure. All right, that's going to be the final one. Not playing with it anymore. All right, so now I have everything going moldy on our little belt system, which is bad. I need a whole bunch of inserters. I also need 30 tiles. I want to remove that one and remove that one. And that gives me 28 tiles. 28 tiles, 28 tiles. Yeah, 28 tiles is correct. And then I want center, which should be about here. 14, 15, and 14. Okay. 14. So you need to go up one. All right. Our plan is going to move everything in here. We're going to make it go around circles up to here. And then when it gets to the end, I'm actually going to have an autosave and drag this back into the start. Okay. With it dragged back into the start, I'm going to have you input priority left. And that's how. Yep, I'm gonna make these circles as big as I possibly can because we have the space. All right, can I remove that? Can I throw that in there? Can I copy that? Can I give it a vertical flip? And then can I paste that there? All right, with that done, I need to get a substation about, yeah. Yep, everything looks to be powered, and all I need to do is plug my mold in. Okay. So we covered just the sheer heat capacity of every single one of these pipes, which means with the sheer heat capacity, it's going to take a long time for this to heat up. But once it heats up, it should provide us, you are 240 megawatts worth of power for 24 heat exchangers. Whoop. Actually, every single one of these is 10 megawatts worth of power. Potential power, providing you get them heated all the way up. So this should be 3,200 per, well, build. I definitely undid that. Mark the whole map for decon. I did, good. And the only thing I need to do is I need to get water. Water is going to be a little bit tricky. Can I actually undo that? Can I landfill? Can I landfill all of that? Cool. Now that you've been landfilled, can I put one here? And then could I put one here? No, I can't put one beside. Okay, so I can have a 1 tile gap. and a 1 tile gap, and a 1 tile gap, and there, and can I copy that and put it there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Okay, gotta put down the forward one first, the rear one second. Okay, because these are gonna need a lot of water, and I prefer to just get all the water over and done with in one hit, and this happens to be a very good pond. All right, so you guys are gonna need 10 water each. So that's 160 water, that's 320 water. You guys provide 1200 water, so this shouldn't be an issue. In fact, I've probably overkilled it and then some, and it should just be plug that into there. All right, so that's our plan. Over here, we can see that we're up to 60 degrees and all the yummy is just flowing straight in. It's not even making around the corners, which is perfect because I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to grab the next 2 belts and run it out to, yep. I need a lot of landfill, it turns out, because this is all marshland. Plug that in there and plug that in there. Cool. Yep, and substation, that'll plug in. That substation will provide power to those inserters, and that should be us good to go. So, no, I need to have that. Water pipe. Cool. All right, so that'll be our second plant. Our second plant, which should, I can guarantee it, in fact, will burn off happily 4 belts worth of yummy, or 4 belts worth of jelly, or 4 belts worth of just about everything. And we're going to link 1 set of heat pipes, next set of heat pipes. So heat from this system can bleed into this system and vice versa. So we hopefully even out the temperature of everything. Hopefully. And yes, we just need a whole lot of landfill. And I have landfill on me. No, it's all been used. And robot coverage. I'll worry about robot coverage either. We're probably going to need robots on this side and robots on this side just so I don't end up with a dead zone in the middle. Like, it wouldn't be a very large dead zone. Well, I'd have construction range, but I might have bots that run out of power halfway across this. Yeah, it'd probably be okay. All right. Although we have 4 more of these to go in. Yes, because I have 8 belts of stuff to get rid of there. So with this done, we're going to copy from there to there, and then I'm going to keep the bots busy between episodes by doing this and also this. Yep. Hence why we have just a little bit of water, so I can do that in one hit, and that should be able to burn off all our jelly as well. Yep. Gosh, those 2. Right where the substation is. Perfect. That's the first one, and that's the second one. And the bots are very unhappy with me because I built on top of marshland. Go back. I want that one in there, and then that one in there. And yes, I definitely line up perfectly with substations. Cool. All right, so the bots need to get all this built between episodes. This should solve all our power problems, which means we're one step closer to being able to leave gleba, because I don't want to leave nuclear reactors here that require fuel. I don't want to have to ship fuel to gleba. In fact, next episode we need to ship or set up a whole lot of exports from gleba. Gleba is actually going to be a large export planet for us. But with all that said and done, we now have explosives, plus we have rockets, plus we have rocket towers that we need to set up, or rocket turrets we need to set up in the next episode, and we also have the magic stack inserters. In fact, we have a whole bunch of them, which means I can go through and very, very carefully upgrade you to you, and you to you, and you to you, and I can very, very carefully use this upgrade planner to, upgrade the inserters that we can upgrade without things breaking. Like every single red circuit output down the middle can also be upgraded. The blue circuit output, there's output there, output there, output there, output there, output there, output there, and output there. Yep, I can upgrade those ones as well. Green circuits we've already done, so now the belts look a little bit funny because stuff is half stacked and not stacked. I really wish it was easy to see the stacked items when they're on the belt going north-south. You guys can be stacked. That means we get more copper wire in there. Yeah, there's a number of things that we need to do. But for the moment, I need to leave this video here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And yes, next episode, explosives, delivery, friends. That's going to be our plan. And also pack up everything so we can actually get off gleba. All right, that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. See you in the very next video.